What's going on, herd? Welcome back to the channel and thanks for tuning in to another video. Today is it's a bank breaker. It's just killed me. Alright, let's get into it. So, as you know in this game, Rockstar has ruined the money-earning sequence and just the way that you can get it, the way that you earn money. It's broken. It sucks. It's a rip-off. You waste all your real time trying to make fake money. So then it forces you to go buy shark cards. And I mean, I get it on both sides, but plain and simple, guys, like I just can't do it right now. So what it comes down to is I just had to go sell a bunch of my cars that I wanted to keep. I'm talking like the Comet Retro, the Riata. What was the other one I sold? I don't even remember, but I was upset about it. I guess it's better I just forget about it. Anyways, long story short, so we've gotten our 1.8 million because, again, Rockstar has ruined earning money, but they also ask for an arm, a leg, and at least 3 of your 10 toes to buy these new cars. So we're behind on this car. I would love to test this car. I would love to test this car. I've gotten some of the most requests to do the Pariah out of, that's another $1.4 million car. This is a car I was interested in trying. Like, these are extremely expensive vehicles now. And pretty much $100 gets you $8 million in the game. So this means that this car is pretty much $20. Alright, there we go. We now have $223,000 to our name. And we will, it's raining out, we will be, well, we're going to be waiting. So $1.6 million, or was it 1.7? I'm going to check because this is worth it. Either way, we're not eating no steak anymore. We're not getting no steak and baked potatoes, no lobster tails, no more. $1,610,000.
I'm looking forward to getting a workout this weekend. Gotta stay in shape to the good.
What is this guy doing? How did you get over there for one, and how long have you been doing that? Look at his car, it's just totaled out. Do you think he'll go until, I was just going to say, do you think he's going to go till he blows himself up? Oh, look at the bucket seats in the back. That's pretty neat. That's pretty neat. And of course, I don't do a lot of research on these cars because I don't want to get taken by surprise. And so here's the deal, guys. Let's go on into this thing. You know the drill here, guys. I was just sitting there watching that car, and I'm going to show you something. I want you to watch the front wheels. This is an all-wheel drive vehicle. I'll prove that to you one more time by going up to a wall and burning out. This car will not drift. I don't do research on these cars before I buy them because I don't want to get taken off guard. These all-wheel drive cars, they don't drift, okay? They don't drift. I'm still going to stance this thing up and bring it into a track and show you guys. But yeah, you're not gonna get a drift, and you're definitely not going to see me spending my last $200,000 after I just spent almost $2 million on this car that I'm not going to get anything out of, including even a good video. I mean, this will be an alright video. This is going to be informational in the sense. And now I'm going to make it another point to show you that these all-wheel drive cars, they don't drift. They really don't, guys. No, they do. Look at the Unicorn. The Unicorn is a real-world car that has like 1,100 horsepower. Yeah, you can drift real-world all-wheel drive cars. For sure you can. But not in GTA. We're not talking real-world. Real-world out. Let's see what we got here. $33,000 for that. Livery, what do we got for liveries? That's an interesting. I don't know why they'd throw all these camouflage liveries on here. It's a real military car there, GTA. It makes a lot of sense. Oh, they even got some locked ones that you have to go research in the bunker facility. Okay. Lost and theft prevention, plate, respray cell, transmission 40,000, turbo 50,000. So yeah, you're gonna spend another easily 200,000 on this car. Wheels, of course. I think we can put free wheels on here. Might as well change that up. Throw some Cosmos on there. Hell, we might as well just throw a basic classic paint job on there too. Something a little bit more of what we like. Something a little flashy for the thumbnail, eh? All the colors I want are really expensive. I guess we'll go surf blue. That's not too bad. Secondary color, classic surf blue. There we go. Not too bad there. I'm not gonna mess with that. Oh, but actually, if you didn't put the upgrades on there, no, I'm not going to put the upgrades on this car. It's not going to drift no matter what. There's no drift car, including the Drift Tampa. It doesn't drift, and it's on all-wheel drive car. So even the car that Rockstar gave you in expectations to drift doesn't drift. See if this car looks like. It looks like it's modeled after a Cadillac, even though I believe it's in the Ubermacht class, which makes no sense. That's the BMW class. With that aside, let's bring this thing to a track and let's see if this thing stances up and see what kind of slide we can even get going with this. I had to come back into the dang thing just to figure out what style, what the class is on this thing. dang it. Oh, sports car. All right, interesting, interesting. Got another sports car. We gotta wear that Flow racing suit there, match it up. And we'll bring it back to Mensata if you're on Xbox One and you have not, well, if you don't have Mensata, go download it. I'll leave the link in the description. Alright, so, oh yeah, we should stance it up here. This is where you never want to stance down on those blocks. You want to always stance up here. God dang it! Ah, everything's going wrong here with this. This car is all-wheel drive. I can't even get in there. Then I didn't put GTA Race. I didn't know what the heck class it was in. Oh, it's been a long day. It already has. And I have to stay up all night and all day tomorrow so I can do the event and offer a new track at the event. So I'll be up for the next, well, I've already been up for 12 hours. I'll be up for the next, easily the next 18 to 20 hours. So it'll be a long, long, long day at the end of it. I like the speedometer. The speedometer is cool. Ah, we gotta go back up here and stance, though. That's the big thing. How does it climb? Alright, let's see what we got. So we're gonna stance the front up first, see if it smokes. If you guys don't know what the heck I'm doing right now, go check out the How to Stance a Drift Car, or How to Stance a Car. It's a relatively newer video. Or you just go down the playlist and check that out as well. It's like drifting for starters, or where to start in drifting. It's in that playlist. I can't remember what I'm naming things anymore. And we are stanced. Let's see what we got in this bad boy, shall we? And as you see, there's not even a little bit of spin as we took off there. And as I said, ladies and gentlemen, this thing doesn't drift. But yes, it does. Yes, it does. Did you see that drift back there, bro? Check this drift right here. See that? See that drift? That's not drifting. That's a power slide. That is a power slide. That is a cornering technique. Alright, do your research. Now I'm going to sum it up. This car is not going to get a grade. I'm not in the mood at all after I spent all of my money in-game and now have to, like, pretty much... I don't know. I'll sell this car and see what I have. We'll do that as the end of the video. We'll see what we're going to get. But I want to make it a point that, yeah, I can't give this a grade because cost, it's $1.6 million. It's not a drift car, so you're getting ripped off for if you're trying to get this for a drift sense. And we are, you know, grading this in a drift sense as well. This is a Does It Drift series. So, obviously, does it drift? Hell no, it doesn't drift. Are you kidding me? It doesn't drift at all. I mean, this car, if you're going out for a drift car and you're going to spend $1.6 million and you got the money to blow, more like $1.8 million if you really put the money into it to get it up to drift spec, go get the Banshee 900R, or go get a Rapid GT, a Schwarzer, a Comet Retro, like all of the vehicles, essentially, because you can pretty much get all of them. Maybe not the Comet Retro in there. That's an expensive one as well, but... let's go see what they're willing to give us back for this car. So we spent $1.6 million, and then I probably spent, oh, it wasn't much. Let's just say we spent like $1.625 million. Now, GTA has a ridiculous trend of just ripping you off on your resales. Why? Well, because they want you to go buy more shark cards. Seems pretty awesome. It's not that you didn't spend your money already on something that you wanted to test and check out, something you wanted to own for a while. Alright, so let's bring this to the garage. Now, ultimately, you know, it's not the best or most entertaining video to watch here. You don't have to tell me that. I get that. The issue is this is like the most expensive car I've ever had on Does It Drift, and I'm doing it because it's a new car in GTA. The whole deal is this was a massive waste of money, and I saved you guys out there in the drift community a massive waste of money, and probably a massive amount of depression as we move into this piece of crap car that is not going to drift. It's an all-wheel drive car. Now, I'm probably a good chunk of you guys that realized it was all-wheel drive already, but there was a good chunk of you that were waiting on me to test this car to see if it was worth getting. And you can never tune a car out and just say, yeah, it's not going to work. Look at the Viserys. The Viserys is modeled after like some sports classic, you know, crazy whatever car, and it drifts phenomenally. Like, if you really dial it, no, it's oversteer and this, it's because you're driving it like a Rapid GT. You can't steer into it like a Rapid GT. You need to drive it like a Viserys. Each car is different, and that's the problem. I got into that Viserys. I drove it in the last event, and it was good. I didn't have problems with it. I wasn't complaining. It was a lot of fun. Now, is it a little bit slippery and slidey? Yeah, it's a lot bit slippery and slidey. That's why it's a good drift car. What other car is like that in the game? There isn't any. Reality speaks. I mean, the Schwarzer is probably next in line for slip and slide factor. You have to keep in controllability and cost and all that in the factor too, though. There's a lot that has to be kept in consideration, ladies and gentlemen. I'm making my way over to the garage here. I think I actually took a bad turn. And we get here. What do we have? My mind was just daydreaming about work. I had a bad day at work where it wasn't even a bad day. It was a bad ending. But all right. Oh, great. Yeah. So I lose $700,000. No biggie. No biggie, guys. You're just gonna lose $700,000 this afternoon. So I went from about 1.9 million to right around 1.2 million. It looks like 1.1. That is where we're at, guys. Appreciate y'all tuning in, liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing the videos if you are sharing the videos. As always, guys, I hope you all stay happy, stay positive, and we will definitely speak to you next time.